In a meeting and a tweet a week ago, Trump threw together theory that he would acquit his political partner at Tuesday's rally. He revealed to Fox News he was truly considering the move, and days after the fact affirmed the Phoenix occasion on his Twitter account. Representative Sarah Huckabee Sanders said something else Tuesday evening on Air Force One. "There will be no dialogue of that today anytime, and no move will be made on that front anytime today," Huckabee Sanders told columnists. Every day after the rally was declared, Arpaio disclosed to the Republic that he presently couldn't seem to get a welcome and still couldn't seem to get word from Trump's kin. He reverberated this assessment Tuesday evening. "Nothing's transformed, I'm not going," he said. "I may watch it. I'll see what happens." Asked after the declaration whether he was astounded, Arpaio stated, "Not by any stretch of the imagination." "I don't think the remarks he made 8 days prior had any bearing on today around Evening Times rally," he stated, including that his help of the president was faithful. "This is a choice that he or his crusade has made, and I comply with it," he said. "I've been with him for a long time, nearly to the day. I've upheld him, and I'll be with him the distance." Arpaio said he wouldn't remark on why he trusted the exonerate wouldn't go ahead Tuesday, however suggested that the president might be worried about open well-being. "The primary mission today and this evening is to ensure that the general population are sheltered, and the president is safe, and expectation that there will be no vicious shows and no brutality and no laws broken," he said. A few social liberties activists and Democrats stood up Tuesday and in the days paving the way to the rally against the likelihood of an exculpate. Commentators of Arpaio said it would demonstrate Trump's carelessness of the criminal equity framework and be an official underwriting of bigotry. Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton, who had called for Trump to postpone his visit, commended the declaration and offered credit to different social equality gatherings. "Trump backs off Arpaio excuse," he tweeted. "Shows energy of at Puente at 1 Arizona at Lucha_Oz at Promise Arizona at Mi Familia Vota plus others battling for equity." Lydia Guzman, a social equality dissident and long-lasting enemy of Arpaio, said she was happy the president woke up. "Doing an exonerate here, at this occasion, so near Charlottesville, would have been ghastly for our group," she said. "It could have started an uproar, and I'm happy he didn't do it." Carlos Garcia, executive of neighborhood migrant rights Bunch Puente, said it would have been hypocritical for Trump to exculpate Arpaio at the rally. However, at last the gathering's activism was never about the exonerate. "The most critical thing is to end the way of life and the strategies that Sheriff Arpaio solidified," he said. Trump and Arpaio have delighted in a comfortable relationship since the beginning of Trump's battle. The two offer a hardline position on migration, and Arpaio was one of the soonest open figures to offer Trump a full-throated support. Arpaio was a general at Trump's presidential crusade mobilizes, presenting him at occasions in Arizona and talking for his benefit at the Republican National Convention. On November 8, hours before Trump's November triumph was affirmed, media outlets declared that Arpaio had lost his seventh keep running for sheriff. Yet, the lawman's lawful misfortunes proceeded into his private life, and he confronted a criminal disdain charge originating from a racial profiling suit from when he was in office. After a trial this late spring, U.S. Region Judge Susan Bolton sentenced for this charge on July 31. She found that Arpaio had adamantly challenged another government judge's request to end his Mark Movement authorization rehearses. The conviction was initially met with quiet from the White House, and it was simply the sheriff who reignited the discussion. In a rush of meetings with nearby and traditionalist media not long ago, Arpaio pondered resoundingly whether Trump had scholarly of the conviction, yet said he wasn't going to ask Trump for an acquit. Should one be offered, however, Arpaio disclosed to the Republic, he'd readily acknowledge. Trump can in any case issue an exonerate at a later date. Meanwhile, Arpaio's lawyers are preparing for an interest. Mel McDonald, a previous U.S. lawyer who once protected Arpaio, said there are sure customs that are vital should the exonerate occur later on. He said Trump would likely work with Department of Justice and White House guidance to characterize the extent of the acquit. For example, Would he absolve just the liable decision or every single other affirmation of unfortunate behavior? A government judge eluded Arpaio for 3 checks of criminal disdain, yet Department of Justice prosecutors just sought after one. The case under the steady gaze of Judge Bolton is only one bit of the astound, he said.